boys and girls, how you all doing today? We're back again with Kara no Kyoukai, okay? Cycle 8's movie month, Type Moon extravaganza, fiesta, just endless streak of Type Moon stuff coming up for you guys throughout this cycle, throughout movie month. Alright, so we're on the 4th movie now of Kara no Kyoukai, The Hollow Shrine. Last movie was the Proto-Sakura knockoff, the original alpha build draft of Sakura's story for Heaven's Feel, but this Asagami character, okay, in the Kara no Kyoukai universe, same old depressing rape victim backstory, except the difference was this time she was fully naked and exposed, alright, compared to all the censorship in Heaven's Feel. Just those fully bloodied up, nippled, exposed titties just hanging out there, fully splayed out to the open air, open oxygen for the world to see and all the rapists to see as they were banging her, screwing her in that rundown bar, nightclub, strip club thing. And what a fitting place for knockoff Ryunosuke to be hiding out in there as well, watching the festivities. And then she went all crazy and started twisting everybody up like pretzels and splattering all of their innards all over the pavement, all over the place. Yeah, that was an interesting movie. I felt sorry for her, alright, just like how I felt sorry for Sakura. So they're kind of the same character. Okay, it was a very fucking depressing movie. Based Ufotable, having made this like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and they had the balls to put in fully exposed, nippled titties. And even that titty drop, alright, from when the guy cut open her fucking nun dress, and even her bra underneath, and her tits just fucking flopped out, just dropped out from underneath all of that cut up clothing. Yeah, Ufotable, the fan service, right? NTR, cucked, rape, gangbang, ugly bastard fan service. Ufotable's never done anything like that ever since. I wish Ufotable just made some quality hentai, man. Quality Ufotable visual Type Moon Nasu versed hentai. I would jack off to that every single fucking day of the week. But no, Ufotable just decides to stick to their wholesome mainstream anime industry content. Alright, so we're going to move on now to movie number 4 from the preview we saw. We're going to pick up from that cliffhanger from the second movie, The Study of Murder Part 1. Now we're going to find out what happened to Shiki and Kok when they were pinned on the wall against the ground and the highway in the middle of the bamboo forest. And, Shiki wanted to stab him real good. That's what you get when you have to mess around with a yandere girlfriend. She gets this fetish. Gets turned on and horny and wet at the very thought and prospects of stabbing her other half. That gets her off. That's why you don't go with yandere girlfriends, man. You never know when they suddenly will just get that horniness of wanting to just stab you, alright, just to get off. Alright, just, hey, no logical explanation. I just feel like wanting to, stab you in order to jack myself off. That's why you don't stick your dick in crazy, folks. Okay, so 4th movie, as always, movie reaction, okay? So disclaimer, there is no movie for you guys to watch if you're on YouTube, okay? There's only a timer and maybe a little slit at the bottom, okay, for the subtitles to help you better align and correct your video reference to mine. In sync, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, so get your movies ready, and then you start when I start, and then we watch it alongside with each other together, alright? Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing here on this video, okay? Unless you've somehow memorized the whole film, and then you can just join in on the fun regardless of whether you have a film to watch or not, okay? So let's get on with this movie now, shall we, guys? Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hopefully we don't start with yet another rape scene. I highly doubt it. Alright? Picking up from where we left off from the other film. Oh wow, such an instant title drop. No opening credit roll like we did last time. Oh yeah, no, I was 1996. I was getting confused there for a sec. The fuck happened? What? Do they do that in hospitals? They just leave you there on the operation table? Oh, what's this? What was that? What was that supposed to be? Did Shiki during her coma somehow connect to the root and the origin of all creation? Nonsense! How dare you speak such blasphemy? Reaching the root? That's a joke. That's like a scam so far from what I've seen in the Type Moon universe. Every single wizard, every single magician, every single what the fuck do you call it, mage? Every single fucking mage has been trying to reach the root and they just get scammed every single time. He's floating through the eternities of space and time. Oh, hey, wait, is it? Yeah, that's, no, actually, he's been visiting her, like, frequently, right? So I thought we were picking up from that scene from movie 2, right, at the end. Came to the hospital with flowers, and I thought he was going to a funeral. Where are you? Are you inside the Holy Grail? That kind of looks like it. Nah, bro, she's in the root. This is death. What happened? She went into a coma, and then during that time she just managed to find her way to the root, and then the root's like the origin of all creation, aka God. Is like, oh, I didn't realize I had visitors. How did you get here? Oh, before you leave, I'll give you a souvenir, a parting gift. Here, have some mystic eyes. As a congratulation, as a reward, as a prize for having found me when no one else can. Oh, she combusted them flowers. She saw the death line and how to instantly dismantle all the. Oh, don't touch him! Don't touch him! It's like the off switch on every single person can be deterred. So she doesn't even need a knife. What the fuck? She doesn't even need the knife. I thought. Ah! Ah! Oh, that's disgusting. Fucking squished her own eyes. Like like popping fucking cherry tomatoes. Bro, I thought she could see the lines of death, alright? But then she still needed a weapon, right? In order to go and fucking break them apart. No! She could just touch them and they'll still fucking disintegrate. That is fucking busted, man, those eyes. That is overpowered. Sure they can. They just have to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Or if it's Kiritsugu, he can fill the hole in your heart. He's the magus, right? He'll fill the hole in your heart full of bullets. So what? She can now commune with the dead. She's now. I see dead people. Man, what the? What the? I don't know what happened to her. Huh? Can we get back to the backstory bit now, please? I wanna find out like how the heck did she just suddenly acquire this power? He he is that a spelling error? Dual personality is great. It's like having two people in one body. It'll make you way more of an interesting character than the rest of the commoners of society. What, you mean the zombie? Huh? There's a zombie in this fucking hospital from the preview. Which, you know. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Hmm? Hey, how long is this one? Oh, it's another 45-minute one. So much for movies. I thought I was going to be going through, like, you know, an endless streak of 2-hour movies. But no, these are all just basically, like, you know, Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Work Episode 1 and 2 45-minute specials. Ugh. No, don't do it again. Stop. You fucking just gouge your eyes out. Damn. Oh yeah, sure, buddy. What made you think that Shiki was ever your puppet to begin with? Huh? This is like the first time they met, right? Where's it like, oh, you belong by my side this entire time? Huh? Who is this woman? Yeah, she's sitting on the fence. Kind of like how I'm doing right now. Context, please. Huh? Context. That sounds so lewd if you think of it that way. I'm coming inside. Sure, fine. If that thing wants to fill me in, by all means. Cream pie intensifies. Oh. Oh, hey, it's the zombie. Why is there a zombie in the hospital? Huh? Getting NTR'd cucked by a zombie, man. In short, an empty hole must be filled with something. Damn right, that's what she said. I'm sorry, is there supposed to be like some deeper meaning to each of these movies that I've seen so far? Huh? Like, have I missed anything? I feel like I'm supposed to be watching some extremely deep philosophical, you know, there should be like many big brain, galaxy brain, like scholarship and postgraduate levels of concepts that we're supposed to be talking about here. But I can't think of any. Nice English, bro. Oh, you guys were standing in the middle of that road for too long. She got ran over. She got hit. She got hit by a car. Yep. Supernatural powers, am I right? Because you can't just fall out of a hospital, fifth story floor blind, and be able to do that. What the fuck is that? I guess anus was too weak. Oh. What, is that thing a dead apostle? Huh? Is that one of the same thing as those zombies that were on that island with Kiritsugu? People die when they are killed. Oh, okay. I guess she can't dismember people. All right, with just her hands. Okay. Oh, it did go through. Did it? Oh, okay. So you could just stab a physical knife through you, and it turns out to have just been spiritual instead. I guess that makes sense. So this is so the capital letter Shiki, aka the deep voiced tomboyish one that we saw from the second movie. That one's gone. So the psychopathic murderer one was the original girl the whole time. Wait, what? Oh. Man, these OVAs, OVAs, you might as well call them OVAs, right? How are these movies? Did people actually go to the theaters to watch this? That's such a scam, man. 45 minutes. That is not worth a movie ticket. That's half the duration of the minimum runtime that I would even bother to consider getting out of my house to make the effort to go out to the theaters to go watch a movie. 90 minutes. 45? There better be some cheap ass fucking cinema tickets if you're gonna make me go out and watch a 45-minute episode. Bruh. That was nice. Okay. But then again, we still never found out what the fuck happened to her after the second movie. Alright? She got hit by a car, but are you not gonna leave me any more detail than that? What actually happened in this movie? I think we literally spent the whole movie just in that hospital room. This whole episode, this whole movie was basically just explaining how Shiki got her mystic eyes and her discovering that she has mystic eyes for the first time and being confused as to what the fuck's going on. And you know, tried to off herself because it was driving her nuts. But then she met up with Miss Toko for the first time, and that's how she ended up working for her. second origin story episode slash movie. The fuck is this music, man? Fucking like Amazonian rainforest tribal chanting music. Oh god. Any post end credit scenes? Huh? 4 movies now in a row. Calafina going 4 for 4. Watashi wa koto mine kirei. Uh. Oh. Wait, is. No, that. Is that Kirei? You can't be serious. The fuck? God. Oh, okay. Okay. No, no. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh my god. You can't be serious. Paradox Paradigm. Oh, Christ. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to... Okay, I was not expecting that for a post-end credit scene, man. I could have wrapped this video up in like 5 minutes because there was practically nothing for me to talk about from this particular episode. Well, at least not a whole lot. All right, but we're gonna talk about that first, okay? Since that's the freshest thing in my mind right now. Are you fucking serious? Did fate even exist as a concept back when Kara no Kyoukai was source material only? Huh? Like, can you guys answer me that? Was Kara no Kyoukai like the foundation template for Nasu to then write Fate Stay Night and the whole Fate universe? Huh? Because so far, we've got so many proto-characters from Fate, to the point where they literally just use Kirei's voice actor again. For a second there, I thought that was Kirei. Alright, because this is the Type Moon universe, right? So, for either, like, 1998, the Fuyuki Holy Grail War was in 2004, right? So... when I say Fuyuki, I mean the Fate Stay Night one was in 2004, right? So the Fate Zero one was 10 years before that. So, you know, it's 1998, 1996, whatever, you know. Kirei could have been around at that time. It's not implausible. So for all I knew, that was fucking Kirei. It looked literally like him until they did a close-up of his face and you see his Giga Chad chin, and then he says his name is Araya Soren or something like that. So yeah, that's not Kirei, but wow, just reuse Kirei's voice, huh? Great, that's great. I was utterly confused there for a second. Then you see like Proto Kirei bumping into Proto Sakura there in the middle of the high street. Just bro, okay, like what the fuck. So yeah, I mean this film chronologically, it happened. So the first film was the second film that I watched. So Shiki and Cock first met, and then the film ended with them being sent to the hospital. So the Hollow Shrine is the second film, right? So this follows on from the Study of Murder Part 1. So we found out that Shiki got hit by a car. Not surprising, considering the two of them were just sitting there in the middle of the road in the middle of the night, okay, when it's pouring down torrential rain. Nobody can see shit. Not surprising that a car would come round the corner, around a blind bend, and then go and ram Shiki. Alright, gotta fill up that empty hole, alright, as she so puts it. Alright, just absolutely demolished her, and then she gets put in hospital. So this is the second film, right? So I've seen now 5 or 4. I've seen 4 films. So the other 2 are The Remaining Sense of Pain and Overlooking View. Right? So it goes movie number 1, movie number 2, which is A Study of Murder Part 1. Movie number 4, which is The Hollow Shrine. And then movie number 3, which is A Remaining Sense of Pain. And then that was the part where Cock said, oh, it's been like a month or so since Shiki got discharged from the hospital. And then she smiled at me genuinely with happiness for the first time ever since that day that she finally woke up. So, so she just woke up. She just left the hospital. And I guess that was what we saw at the very end there of The Remaining Sense of Pain, movie 3, right? Of them having a little chat there with Shiki and Cocktail, I think, as they just left the hospital or something. I think. Or was that just some other random scene in another random area of town? Because I think, yeah, he did say that it's been a while since she's been discharged, so it couldn't have just been just as she left the hospital, right? And then they also talk about the bridge blowing up in the 4th movie. So clearly the 4th movie happened before the 3rd movie. And then also, you know, Shiki has a prosthetic arm. So yeah, chronologically, that's that. So yeah. So since this is the second one out of the 4 movies that I've seen, then yeah, this Kyoukai guy bumps into the girl from the 1st movie, making people jump off of buildings, and then also bump into Asagami, which then we find out more about in the 3rd movie. And yeah, I don't know what he did to her. He just touched her back, gave her a little hug, and then suddenly she doesn't feel... Well, actually, yeah. So this dude helped her by making her no longer feel pain, I think. I don't know. He was definitely going around to all of the... Well, wait. So the 1st movie that I watched with that girl doing something, right, committing murders, and then you have Asagami committing murders, and now you see this Kyoukai guy that met up with them before we got onto those movies. So what? Was he the one behind all of the killings all along? He was the mastermind behind all the killings? And then he also talked to some dude sitting in the middle of an alleyway bleeding out, right? I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, Proto Kyoukai. Also a magus. He's not an executor of the church this time. So yeah, a bit of a difference from Kyoukai. But he definitely looks almost like him. So again, another prototype alpha build Fate character in the making. Now, the one that threw me off the most. Okay, I said... What's next, huh? Proto Shiro? I mean, oh god. Oh my god. You can't ask for more of a fuck. I called that. I fucking called that. You just, I'm gonna call some more. Hey, where's Proto Rin? Huh? Is there a Proto Rin anywhere while we're at it? You know, technically if I had to like be desperate, clutch at straws like fucking Asuka, okay? Looks a little bit like Rin, but not really. So we've got one that clearly looks like Sakura. Now we've got one that clearly looks like a fucking Shiro. Where's Saber and Rin while we're at it? Oh, why don't we just make it 4 for 4? Just get all the Fate characters in here. What the fuck? Huh? Shiro? Jesus Christ. So... yeah, the next film is called Paradox Paradigm. How long is it? Can I watch it now? Paradox. 2 hours! Oh shit! Oh, it's not an over. Oh, okay, I can't watch that now. That's next week. I ain't got time for a 2-hour movie right now. Shit, bro! 2 hours! Oh, damn, it's like Heaven's Feel again. It's like another good old anime movie. That's what I want to see. 2 fucking... Oh, man, the next film, guys. The next film, you and I are going to be on one hell of a long train ride together. That's like 3 of these OVAs that I've seen now in one sitting. Huh? The OVAs are like 50 minutes long that I've been watching so far. These fucking quote-unquote movies. 50 minutes. This one is like... 120. It's like, yeah, two of these, 2.5 of these 50-minute-long OVAs in one sitting. Oh boy, a 2-hour-long movie. So what? How much are we gonna talk about in that 2-hour movie? It's gonna be what, a 3-hour, 4-hour-long recording? Fuck me, man. Oh fuck, I'm not looking forward to that shit. Oh boy, Paradox Paradigm, movie 5 next, okay? 2 hours, it better be damn good. It better be one hell of a movie if it's 2 hours long, Jesus Christ. So, let's talk about, now that I'm done fangasming, nerding out, spurging out over all of these Fate characters, okay? Let's talk about this movie. Not a whole lot to talk about, right? This movie was generally just like a follow-up of the second movie, and we were stuck in a hospital room for 45 minutes just learning about how Shiki somehow managed to commune with death when she walked the line between life and death after she got comatose. Okay, and yeah, she was so close to dying. She was on the brink of dying that she suddenly just was there at death's door, and she somehow managed to just learn about the secrets of death. She managed to commune with death and learned how death works, so that when she came back into reality, she took a bit of some of the cheat codes, some of the source code of how death works around in the human physical alive plane, rather than in its realm of nothingness and emptiness, which was what was portrayed with the whole like weird holy grail portal in the sky thing, and how Shiki was drifting around through space with all of the CGI looking solar flares everywhere with all the red and blue colors and whatever. I thought she was in the root. I thought she went into a coma and somehow managed to just magically go and found herself right at the origin of all creation, and then God was there like, oh, I got visitors. I know, I wasn't expecting that. Here, have a souvenir, take home gift before you leave. Okay, as a reward for finding me. Okay, at the root. Compared to all these lame-ass mages, okay, that spend their whole lifetime trying to reach me but never do. Such losers, man. But hey, you managed to just get here randomly with no skill required. Here's your reward, Mystic Eyes of Death Perception. So, you know, Shiki learned that she suddenly had a pair of special eyes when she woke up after being hit by a car. And she didn't like it all that much, and she tried to fucking just squish and fucking pop her eyes out. I just thought that part made me cringe. But then eventually she got talked out of it, and she came to terms with her newly found superpowers, and now she wants this red-haired woman, Miss Toko, aka Hot Mage's MILF, to now go and take her under her wing and teach her how to use her special eyes. That was it. That was just, it's like a follow-up of Shiki's origin story. How the hell did she wound up in the position that she's in right now, working for this mage as like her part of a henchman with cock. Alright, going out and dealing with all of these murder mystery investigations. How did she get her prosthetic arm? How did she get her mystic eyes? All of that stuff. Alright, it's cool. It's cool. Not really a whole lot else that happened this 45 minutes. It was just that. Just following what Shiki was doing in that one single hospital room. Yeah. Unless I missed out anything that you guys want me to talk about in the comment sections, please, by all means, okay, leave it in the discussions down below. But for me, I can't pick up anything else. All right. So where are all of these deep philosophical concepts that we're supposed to be talking about, huh? I can't pick up any. Well, at least not yet. So far, all it is just it's another supernatural, you know, power. It's not a power fantasy. It's just like it's just another one of Type Moon's, you know, just magical, mysterious, like crime scene drama and eerie suspense thriller shows. And yeah, the show is mainly specific. Well, for now, it's like heavily character focused on Shiki, learning about her as a character. All right, for these past 4 movies, you got thrown right into deep end in the first movie. All right, with the overlooking view. Right, her in the middle of a mission, trying to uncover the mysteries behind all of these girls jumping off of the top of rooftops. And then you already learned a bit about her with a sneak preview of her having, you know, those gas cooker Bunsen burner eyes. That's what I like to call them, man. Her mystic eyes of death perception, when they light up from her eyes when they look perfectly normal, it's like she just turned on the fucking stove. Or they literally look like the blue flame coming out of a fucking Bunsen burner or your fucking gas cooker of your stove when you spark that shit up. All right, and yeah, that got teased, and then you found out, you know, one of her arms was a mannequin arm, and you got to learn about the red-haired lady, right, that made Shiro's body in Heaven's Feel, and all of that good shit. And then after that, they basically just showed you in a mixed-up chronological order, like, more and more of Shiki's, like, previous backstory flashback moments from these other 3 films, and how she ended up becoming the current-day self that we knew from the first film, from the overlooking view. That's about it. I mean, there were a few little concepts touched about here and there of the Type Moon universe and fucking Nasuverse mechanics, but other than that, not really a whole lot else for me to get grasping at straws right now. Alright, so that's it. I can't think of anything else. Alright, so we're gonna cut it at that. Alright, guys, so hope you've enjoyed my reaction to the 4th movie, The Hollow Shrine, aka fun time with Shiki in a hospital room in her hospital bed for 45 minutes. Okay, gotta quote unquote, when something is hollow, you can pack it in, fill it in, alright? I'm coming inside. If it wants to fill me in, by all means, alright, just let it do so. It's, what is it? Context, the 45-minute OVA/movie. The Hollow Context Shrine. Okay. So, hope you guys have enjoyed it. Alright. If you're brand new to this channel and you still haven't done so already, or if you're not brand new to this channel and you still haven't done so already, like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe, please. Okay, hit the subscribe button and help me shoot up and rack up them numbers, okay, the rankings on YouTube, trying to make my channel look seemingly at least look like it's growing and look like people want to watch it, right? Because if you guys don't know, all the vain clout chasing viewer number subscriber Andes, okay, which make up like 80 to 90% of the 2IQ Papega retards, okay, that go about on YouTube and following people and watching entertainment. It's like Twitter, it's like Instagram. When you see somebody has 1 million followers, you might as well follow them as well, because that's what Papega sheeple society likes to do. So nobody's gonna go and bother checking out a channel that's got like no subs and no views. Hence why why I've been prompting you guys, okay, to subscribe for like the last year. When you help me rack up that number and it gets larger, it gets higher, it gets bigger, all of the dumbasses that can't tell quality from quantity, alright, will just look at that channel at first glance and it's like, oh, he's got 10,000 subs. He must be somebody important. Therefore, I'm gonna go and check him out too. Because I have no fucking sense of independency and self-autonomy of my self-thought. Alright, and I'll just go where everyone else goes. Because I'm a fucking 2IQ dumbass Papega sheep. And I follow herd mentality. I still gotta help suck up some of those 2IQ morons, alright? So you gotta help me guys out. Gotta help bump up my sub numbers so that I seem like I'm a somebody rather than a nobody. So please, help me add more numbers to my subs, okay, so that I can just attract in the less hardcore, more casual ass carefree viewers to check out my channel because they think that I'm suddenly some celebrity with a higher number of sub count. Please, all right. All of the other social media links you need are given in the video description down below, so please go and click all of them on YouTube if you can, and join and subscribe to all of those if you can. Or you can also subscribe to my Patreon as well, where you can unlock all the full uncut and edited reactions that you'll not find anywhere else, and also get 1 week early access ahead of the YouTube crowd for future uploads, okay? Big massive shout out to all of my existing patrons right now doing just that, subscribed and supporting me on Patreon. And last but not least, big massive shout outs to the Sloth Troopers, Tomato and Eden's Musketeer, and to the Sloth Supreme Supporter, alright, the Supreme Sloth of the Too Lazy for Life Sloth Army, Zozo. Alright, thank you so much, Zozo, for your insane next extra levels of financial backing. You're an absolute champion, mate, alright, and also to my Sloth Troopers, all 3 of you guys, absolute freaking superstars. Anyone else that wants to sign up and get shouted out at the end of all of my videos, go sign up on my Patreon, alright, link is given in the video description. Okay, so that is it for movie number 4. Okay, I'll see you guys all next week, I think. Yeah, next week. Unless there's something else that's gonna take up the movie slots for next week. I don't know right now at the top of my head. I'll see you maybe or maybe not next week for Paradox Paradigm, a 2-hour movie ride. I hope you guys are excited, alright? Hope you guys get ready for that. Get your movies ready, alright, if you're watching alongside with me on YouTube. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next time. Alright guys, bye for now!